Okay, we have updates to Queendom Puzzle. We have performances. We have a lineup. We have stuff to talk about now. So yay! Let's get a talking about what we've got so far. So we now have our 26 girls. It was supposed to be 28, but 2 girls did drop out. We were supposed to have Haein from Le Baume and Lee Chae-yeon, formerly from IZ*ONE, but now soloist. And my thoughts on the lineup. I don't know, I'm kind of excited. I don't know. So in my last video, I talked about my predictions for the lineup, and like, I was kind of right in the sense that, yeah, we're not getting like big names on this show. We're not getting like huge groups. So we do have some new goose, which is cool. I'm excited for that. I was wrong on that. We did get some groups with like a lot of members on the show. It wasn't like a 1 member per group kind of thing. I'm kind of disappointed about that. Like, do we need 4 girls from Weekly? Like, no. 3 from Cherry Bullet, 3 from Rocket Punch, and then we have a few other with 2 girls. I would have liked some more variety, but it's okay. Because so many of my biases are on the show, which is crazy. I think I counted and I have 9 biases on the show. Just to get that out in the open right now, here are my 9 biases that are on the show. Nana from UA, Wooyeon from UA. Yes, I have multiple biases in a group. Joa from Weekly, Soon from Weekly, Yeon from CLC, Bora from Cherry Bullet, Yoram from Uju Sonyo, Yeonhee from Rocket Punch, and Soyeon from Triple S. So many girls that I just love, and I was so excited to like see them together. Like, the visual power on this show. Like, crazy. We do have 2 girls in the lineup who are not K-pop idols, and that is Miru from, oh gosh, NMB48, and we have Phi, who's Thai, from BNK48. No knowledge of those 2 girls. Excited to see them. Do they speak Korean? I know Phi, I'm pretty sure, does know Korean because she has like a solo career and she's put out a Korean song that I think she worked on the lyrics. I don't know about Miru though. I don't know. Curious to see what happens. I don't know. I am so excited for some of the older members on the show. Yeah. There is just something so different about seeing a member who's a woman and like seeing some of these newer idols. Like, there's just a different energy, a different aura that comes from them, and I'm here for it. I love it. Oh, I'm also really excited to see Ellie from Wiki Mickey doing something. And it's so nice to have like a different member than, you know, the usual like Yoojung, Doyeon. Like, I mean, I like them, but I like the other members as well. So Ellie's like great. So yay. Now, the girls I'm most excited about are obviously going to be like my biases. Nana, pretty much like my number 1. I'm so excited to have Nana on the show. Nana from UA, by the way, if you don't know. Heads up, I'm a huge WOW. I am a huge UA fan. I'm just like so happy to have Nana and Wooyeon on the show because, I don't know, UA is just like one of those groups that I adore so much and think that they should just be bigger and more successful, and they need their viral moment. And I don't know, maybe this is it. I don't know. I think Nana is like the perfect person to put on the show because she's just like a total ace. Like, she does everything. She sings, she dances, she raps. She's just like one of those idols who was born to do this. Like, her energy on stage, you can just see she loves to perform. She's confident. She's just everything, and I'm just so excited. And then also, as the girl who wore a cheese hat and made an over 1 hour long video on Triple S, I am so excited to see 2 members of Triple S on the show because they are so new. They're the newest group, right? They're like the youngest. Well, Jiu's the youngest on the show. Soyeon's a bit older. I'm so excited, and Soyeon's my bias in Triple S. So that makes me even more excited. If you have no idea who Triple S is, do I have a video for you? I am a bit surprised on the Triple S members they chose, mostly just because Crystal Eyes just happened and those two members were part of Crystal Eyes. And I do kind of worry about Soyeon because she did Crystal Eyes and she's in the next group, which is Love Lucian. So she doesn't really have a break here. So I hope she's like doing okay, but I'm just so excited to like see her. And on top of all that, I'm also really excited to see some Rocket Punch and High Key. Those are two groups I don't know. So I'm just excited to like get to know them a bit more. And who knows, maybe I'll become like a fan. I don't know. It's an exciting thing. You don't know. Who knows what will happen from the show. Hopefully good things. Hopefully all good things. So just like how I've done in my Girls Planet video, I figure I'll do like a top 7 every video and we'll see how like my top 7 kind of progresses throughout the show. So specifically a top 7 because there's going to be 7 girls who like win and like form the group. I think we're all aware of that, but in case you didn't know, there's going to be 7 girls that win the show. So I'm going to do a top 7. Might not necessarily be like in an order. I don't know, this show's going to be a bit harder to do a top 7. So what I'm thinking of doing is right now, I'm going to give my top 7 purely off of bias. So these are purely just like my biases and my favorites. And I guess the 7 that it's hard to pick 7. It's so hard. I can already tell I'm either going to like love the final lineup or I'm going to be so depressed with the final lineup because I love so many of these girls already that like it hurts to not have all of them win. But my top 7 right now, and I will do a top 7 later on in the video based off of the performances, but my top 7 purely off of bias. Nana from UA, Uyeon from UA, Joa from Weekly, Soyeon from Triple S, Sowoon from Weekly, Yeon from CLC, Bora from Cherry Bullet. It's so hard. It like pains me. But that's my top 7. I'm sticking with that as my initial biased top 7. Let's now talk about the actual performances that happened. So from my understanding is each round we're going to have 4 performances. I don't know if it's going to be like how this time we had really 2 songs and each song had 2 groups perform them. I don't know if they're going to do that necessarily every time. But I know from the little infographic thing that Mnet put out, it's going to be 4 performances each round, and then each round is going to be a new combination of girls. So the teams that we got in these performances won't be the teams in the next performances. I'm curious how they'll form the groups. I'm thinking they'll probably do it like produce style, where you either have like a team captain and then they like pick the members, or everyone picks the song based on like their preference. I don't know how they're going to do this. We don't know much. Do we even know like when this show starts? like are there eliminations? I know nothing. Have they given us this information and I'm just a really bad YouTuber? Anyway, Snap and Charismatic. Original songs. I just wasn't expecting original songs like so soon. Are all rounds gonna be like this? I don't know. I thought the songs were fine. They're not like, but I don't expect that. Any Mnet reality show songs, like they're like fine. For the most part. Like, not every song's gonna be Utopia from Girls Planet 999. Like, let's be real. I do prefer Charismatic over Snap. It's just my taste. I love fresh, cute concepts. Don't really care for Girl Crush as much. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really like Snap at all when I first heard it, but it's honestly grown on me a lot. Both songs have grown on me. Even Charismatic, like, I just find myself singing that every now and then. God, if every round's gonna be original songs, is that gonna be, like, the album for this group? I have so many questions. I want answers, Mnet. Anyway, let's talk about the Snap teams. So, Snap Team 1, we have Yeon from CLC, Yorm from WJSN, Bora from Cherry Bullet, Rina from High Key, Chaerin from Cherry Bullet, Sangha from Lightsum, and Yuki from Purple Kiss. And then for Team 2, we have Kay from Lovelies, Doha from AOA, Fai from BNK48, Juri from Rocket Punch, Shiroma Miru from NMB48, Ellie from Wiki Mickey, and Huiso from High Key. Okay, so let's talk about the performance itself, comparing the performances, and then my standouts, I guess, from the groups. One thing I have to talk about for the Snap performances is what is the ending? Team 1 just got this big, like, fireworks, like, which seems so extra. And then Team 2 had a similar thing, but it was like a water effect. So it still went, and then it just rained on them. It's so It's so stupid. And I love it. If I had to compare the two, I think Team 1 outperformed. Like, they were serving. I mean, they pretty much had, like, the perfect lineup for the most part for that song. Like, girls that just fit that concept. Bora was a bit weird. I think she would have fit more in the charismatic concept, but I think she did fine. But I do think that Team 2, I prefer vocally. I prefer, like, the rap and the vocal tone, I think, from Team 2. So I think I prefer Team 2. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really click with Snap that much, so I don't really revisit it. I will say I'm kind of obsessed with the Hags. And I can say this because I'm actually older, I think, than, like, everyone on this show. But, like, they just delivered. I don't know. Like, Doha, it's gonna be so hard to call her Doha. I'm sorry if at any point I call her Chanmi. That was her name in AOA. That's how I know her. But I want to call her by the name that she's going by. But I thought she, as the kids would say, was mother. I am kind of obsessed with Kay's vocals. I hate to compare her to Bora, but just, like, the mature sound that Kay gave was just, like, so ooh. And I think it's because I heard the Bora version first. So then hearing Kay's was just so different that it's kind of like, oh. And there's just this part in the Snap 2 performance that Kay does where she goes up, and Bora didn't do that. And I just remember when I heard that, when she did that, I kind of went, ooh! Like, it's just so satisfying when you, like, expect one thing and they do something else. I'm trying to remember how it goes. It's in, like, the second pre-chorus. It's the da 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 da. That's how Bora does it, and that's how they do it the first time. Kay does da 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 da. Woo! That's so good. Like, chills. But the biggest thing I want to talk about with the Snap performances, the high key girls. Oh my god. I'm obsessed. Like, I think they both had the exact same parts for both performance, and they just killed it. And then when they both did, like, their high notes in the bridge, oh my god, I'm, like, captivated. They're two people, like, they're dark horses, you know? I didn't know them, so just to, like, see them just, like, deliver, like, so hard in the first round, I'm like, oh, I'm excited to see what's to come. And, like, I want to look more into high key now. This video isn't out yet, but I filmed a reaction to every single debut and song from Rookies of 2022. And I did really like high key. So I'm kind of like, yo, high key, but you gonna like me. Anyway, please watch that video when it comes out. It's gonna be a very long video, and I've spent a lot of time on it. So, my top 7 from the... I'm gonna keep doing top 7s. My top 7 from the Snap performances. Rina from High Key, Huiso from High Key, Kay from Lovelies, Yeon from CLC, Doha from AOA, Miru from MBK 48. I'm just gonna say 48 from 48, and Yoram from WJSN. I do want to talk about Miru for a bit and why she's, like, on my top 7. I don't know her. I know she, you know, did like an AKB48 kind of thing. I don't know the AKB48. I don't know the 48 lore and how it's all. So I'm just gonna. They're all AKB48 to me. I'm sorry. I know that's not right, but it's just how it is in my mind because I don't really know it. I see her as, like, cute Japanese girl, and to see her do this as, like, her introduction, I don't know. I was kind of blown away. Just in every way, of how she sounded, how she looked, how she did, just everything. So that's why she's in my top 7 from the Snap girls. So on to the charismatic teams. For team 1, we have Jiwon from Cherry Bullet, Nana from UA, Soon from Weekly, Uyeon from UA, Jihan from Weekly, Ju from Triple S. And for team 2, we have Jui from Momoland, Yeonhee from Rocket Punch, Sooyoon from Rocket Punch, Soojin from Weekly, Soyeon from Triple S, Joa from Weekly. I won't lie, when Team 1, like, premiered, when we first got the Team 1 performance, I was ready to call that the final lineup. I was like, we did it. Perfect. Debut them. I love that combination. I think they did so well. They seem like a real group. I don't know. I would stand. I'm saying I would stand. Don't get me wrong. I love both teams, but team one like wins for me. It, you know, they have girls, so like, you know, it helps their case. Like, I am just so obsessed with Nana's part in that performance. Like the "It's my fun." That's on repeat in my head. I am kind of blown away by Jiu's rap. Really, both Jiu and Soyeon. Seeing them rap was weird. They're vocalists in Triple S, and there are rappers in these teams. So it was weird that they got the rap parts, but like I think they kind of killed it. Like Jiu just blew me away. I think that's the best performance she's done out of the Triple S stuff, out of the My Teen Girls stuff. Like I thought she was so good. I was like taken aback. I was like, who is she? Like, look at her go. And then like I just love Soyeon. I love Soyeon. I'm gonna talk about how much I love Soyeon throughout this whole show. Either you're gonna be really annoyed or you're gonna end up loving Soyeon because of how much I love Soyeon. Similar to how Snap had a little extra moment at the end, these had an extra moment as well. For team one, they had like a dance in the rain moment, which like sure. It just seems really weird when team two just got bubbles. Ooh, I really do like the choreo from Charismatic. Like, there's just some points I think are so cool. Like, I love the little, like, face-to-face moment. Not to keep talking about Triple S, but I talk about this in my Triple S video. Because Triple S has a similar thing in their choreo for Rising, where they, like, face each other and, like, have a little dance-off. And I didn't like it when they did it because it felt very, like, West Side Story to me. I didn't get that from this. I loved it in this. It, like, I don't know if it was, like, the camera work with it or something. It's just so cool, and I really love it. I really like the Charismatic song and teams. I don't know. So, my top 7 from the Charismatic girls. Nana from UA, Jiwon from Cherry Bullet, Soeun from Weekly, Jiu from Triple S, Joa from Weekly, Uyeon from UA, Soyeon from Triple S. I do want to stress, though, that I love more than just those 7 girls for each performance. Like, I don't really have a lot of complaints. But, let's wrap up this video with my top 7 based on the performances and some slight bias. I can't deny it. I'm gonna have bias, you know, through this. I'm thinking what I want to do is each round make a top 7 based on the performances, because it's gonna be really boring if I do a top 7 every video and I'm just telling you my 7 biases every time. This might not be like my ideal top 7 of the girls that should debut or that I would want to debut. I'm thinking of it more as, okay, I watched the performances, I took into consideration like my bias. Here are the 7 girls I thought that like did really great this week or round, whatever. So my top 7: Nana from UA, Rina from High Key, Joa from Weekly, Yeon from CLC, Soeun from Weekly, Jiwon from Cherry Bullet, and Kay from Lovelies. This is so hard. This is so hard. I feel like I'll never be happy with any lineup. Even though I would be happy, but I'm always going to be somewhat sad that someone else didn't get in it. Oh, this is going to be a hard show. But I'm excited. So if you're interested in watching the show, I will be doing the series on the channel as well as on the Patreon, or the Oh My Patreon as I call it. I plan on watching the show and providing commentary while I watch the show. So if you want to watch the show and feel like you're watching with a friend and you want to know my thoughts as I'm watching the show, that'll be something that I'll be doing on the Patreon. So it's only $1 too. My Patreon is $1. You can pay more if you want. You're not getting anything else. You'll make me happier, sure, but who cares about that? I'm excited for the show. I am so curious what's to come. How's this gonna work? Mnet, I want more information, but I'm sure we're gonna get more soon, seeing how we had these performances. So I assume like next week we're gonna get something, right? Right? Let me know your thoughts. Who are your favorites? What girls are you excited for that are on the show? Did you like Snap? Did you like Charismatic? Did you like Team 1, Team 2? Anyway, I have got to go. Have a lovely time of day, wherever, whenever you are. Currently it's 3:14 a.m. Oh my god. Why did I wait so late to film this? Bye-bye.